because I have two Foundry windows open, and I have OBS, and I have Discord.
It's fine.
I'm
Everything's fine.
I'm sure this is all fine. I want to find out how
What's the
fine
delay
it
on here?
is.
Oh, the delay's not too bad.
All right, sweet. Are we good to go? Is everybody ready?
Hop and a follow.
XL Tall Guy 1. Okay. So last time, what happened? Let's see, what happened last time? You guys, we opened in the barn. A cow had just exploded, and a bunch of little red bugs. I say little, but like the size of a fist, came rushing out of its mouth. Isaac put them down in fairly short order. I think there was also a pretty cool moment where um, Stubbs like golf clubbed some of them into like across the room. That was pretty cool. But in the fray, unfortunately, Cotton Ball was became afflicted by the same thing as that cow, and Kenny had to put him down. Gundren had found you guys, and um, he had told you that part of the reason that he assumes that Marlena and her group are um, involved in all this unpleasantness that's been going on lately is there's been some explosions and general sabotage, or what he assumes is sabotage going on in the mines. So he suggested that he go make some sort of a diversion, um, which he did, and they took off out of town. And the three of you, after stopping by the office and the camp, made your way into the mine. And I think that's where we left it. Is there anything that I left out or anything that anybody else wants to add?
Um, y- yes, because the diversion that we made was them, like the stampede of cows that they chased. So I don't know if they actually left town or not.
That's right. Yeah.
I,
Um, yeah. So yeah, they may not have left town, but they headed south because I think that's where we said the cattle were going, kind of
mhm.
in this direction.
I just wasn't sure if we'd resolved where they ended up, and so I just wanted to make sure you had that space.
I don't know if we ever resolved that, and I think that that is largely because you guys did that and then immediately took off.
Okay.
Except for Kenny, who was dragged to this building before he uh, had to let go because he like hit a rock or something, if I recall. And he's just like laying there staring up at the stars when he realized that Cotton Ball was in a bad, bad way.
Yeah, we ended on such a downer.
It was a downer. So you guys
Now,
are heading into the mine. It's a relatively small opening. Well, I guess what I should say, is there anything that you guys want to do before you head into the mine? I think we had said that you were just heading in, but let's say you're at the mouth of the mine.
I think we had headed into just camp in for the night, head down, and then go into one of the offshoot branches because we haven't actually taken a rest since we got here, and we're pretty beat up. So
Okay,
we figured it'd be safe to go off and take a nap.
cool. All right, we'll start there then. So you guys, as you enter the mine shaft, you realize that it's pretty narrow. It's about like barely 5 feet wide. It's just tall enough for you to walk in and stand up straight. Um, so you enter the mouth of this thing, and you're pretty much forced to go single file. Um, you head down the tunnel for, I don't know, you would guess maybe 100 yards, and you you just sort of hear your boots echoing off of the tracks. There's like a minecart track that's headed down the center of the walkway, and every so often there's these areas that are like cut out where like you would be able to stand to the side of the minecart where like heading in or out of the
Yep.
mine. So after about 100 yards, it opens up a little bit, and you see that there's an offshoot to the left. There's a continuation of the same tunnel that keeps going straight, and the room opens up a bit into a room that has a what looks like a workbench and a wooden locker of some kind. Um, yeah.
Now, when we're going down, are are we headed away from town, or does it feel like we're looping back under town and the mine is underneath the town?
Uh, as far as you can tell, it's pretty much a straight shot. Like
Okay.
you enter the side of this cliff, um, and it basically just goes straight, maybe gently sloping down.
Okay. New
I'm at the
map.
workbench. It also says game paused still, FYI.
Yes. Um, okay, so yeah, what would you like to do?
That's my Minecraft sound. I'm hitting some of the dirt.
That's not the hitting sound, dude. That's the picking stuff up sound. Come on. Where have you been?
Um,
I'd just kind of like to see. That's all.
Can you not see?
no,
It's the tiniest
field of
little
view.
circle right now.
Oh yeah. Do you guys have a light source with you?
Oh
Yeah, I've got the miner's hat, which I assume has a lantern on it of some sort.
Hokey doke.
What gear do
Yeah,
I
no,
have?
I don't.
So we'll turn on your miner's hat. I think that gives you like an additional.
That made my circle larger. I was able to see now 1, 2.
Oh,
like,
when I was at the camp, I picked up a candle.
Okay.
I mean, I got matches if you need it.
Yeah, I picked
Um,
up a candle here, but I have no way of lighting it. Does somebody have anything?
Yeah, got you some
yeah,
matches.
I literally just take my cigar out of my mouth and just light your candle with it.
Never
See
mind.
ya. This little light of mine, I'm gonna. She's just singing to herself as she just starts wandering around this. She's not really safety savvy, so she's just kind of exploring.
I'm gonna
Safety savvy.
I'm going to try to open the locker. You're muted.
Muted. Can't hear you, DM.
Still muted.
Uno momento, por favor.
Got to be plugged in. That's the biggest problem.
I think this just means that we can do whatever the hell we want.
I found
We
a,
open it
found
up.
a pet
There's
dragon.
so much gold. There's so much.
5,000 gold apiece.
Hello, hello,
And
hello.
there we go.
All right.
Ah, dang it.
Fantastic. Okie doke. I heard you say that you want to try to open the locker.
That is correct.
Okay, it is padlocked, but it's not particularly well put together.
100% about to just punch the locker.
Okay.
You said it's wood.
Yeah, it's wood. It's like pine. It's like not especially well put together.
I'm going to hit it with my pickaxe.
He's a miner. He's not a lumberjack. He wouldn't be able to tell. He's gonna punch it anyway.
He doesn't feel pain. All right, go ahead and roll strength, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, I think you probably just need a standard success. Let me check my tables. 'Cause there's tables for this. It's gonna be wood, so it's gonna be like dang. That is not actually gonna hit. You could Benny it if you want.
I could probably just swing at it again, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna not use a Benny and just swing at it again. Well, I give up. Confounded thing. She can't. It's just made out of magic. I just tip it over.
Like you're gonna tip it towards yourself?
No, like across over here. So basically, I'm gonna end up blocking this. I'm just frustrated with it because I tried to break it into it, and I'm just gonna rage, toss it over, and leave it.
Okay. Roll strength again. So you're just like you're grabbing this thing and you're trying to move it. You're just like, too tired. Way too tired.
I found it. Give it. Help! Ah!
Poor guy.
Adeline is gonna come around, and she's gonna see what he's working on. She's gonna be like, "Oh, don't worry. This looks tricky. I got this. No worries." And she's gonna take out her handgun.
No,
She's
no,
gonna-
no, 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 no.
She's gonna aim
no.
it,
I
cocks it back, straight at it. Oh, I got this. I shot one of
You might
them
not wanna
bugs
do
last time.
I will do everything I can to possibly stop that.
Roll. Okay, so Adeline's trying to shoot. Stubbs is trying to stop her. Is anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stop that too.
All right, everybody roll athletics. This could get very weird. Oh my god.
Dear Lord.
Okay. Adeline, what do you do?
Have I rolled yet?
She absolutely yeah, she's impulsive and stubborn are the hindrances. So she like hears what you guys are saying, like no, but she absolutely just aims at this lock the best she can and pulls the trigger.
There we go. Doesn't matter. I just was having difficulty rolling the die. Keep telling your story.
All right, so you're standing, well, actually, from where you're standing too, like it looks like you're firing over Stubbs's shoulder.
Yeah, she's very excited.
All right, roll shooting.
Which is a D4. Let's go.
Oh no. Oh no.
I will.
So you shoot at, like, you pull out your gun and maybe you don't have your grip on it very well or something. You're also like pretty new at
I'm holding
shooting.
very new at shooting, and I'm also holding a candle in the other hand. So it's like it's when the light blooms in front of you, so you can't really like totally see what you're doing. But she's like she's overconfident because of the last time she shot the gun.
Yeah, I think she shoots the gun and it ricochets around the room a couple times, and everybody's just like, "Whoa, whoa!" Because it's super loud. You guys are in a very enclosed space. I'm gonna roll 2d10.
See who gets us in the foot.
No, see if we get noticed or not.
Yeah, I think your ears are ringing right now, but that's about it as far as you can tell.
I, I'm going to confiscate that gun.
Adeline, are you gonna let him do that?
Adeline is like absolutely not just going to hand over the gun. She's just going to be like, "That was pretty close, wasn't it?"
I'm
You're gonna have
I'm
you're gonna have to roll some
I
sort
am
of fast
forcefully
grab.
taking the gun from her.
Uh,
You're gonna have to
Give
roll
me that gun.
something. I'm not just giving it to you.
roll athletics, both of you. Haha! All right, Stubbs, what happens?
Angry dad.
Just like so, Stubbs and Isaac like we're struggling to get it, kind of triple over themselves. Adeline fires the gun off, and Stubbs just goes like just something snaps, and he just
The
goes
fastest
so
I've ever
mad.
seen him move.
He couldn't knock over the locker. He's all pissed off, and he just grabs the gun and just rips it from her. Doesn't even ask. Just turns around and just rips it, and then throws it as far as he possibly can, like down the hall.
All right. Higher than 50, it goes off. Oh, it goes off. It rings out again. Everybody roll athletics.
Oh no. What?
Yeah, so I think exactly the same thing happens. The gun goes off and everybody just goes, "Whoa!"
Oh no.
So all of your ears are ringing and you're just standing there like trying to like you're doing the Archer thing where you're like, "Muh, muh, can't hear. My ears are all fucked up." And I think Adeline, you're closest, so you start to hear some footsteps coming down the corridor that you had just come down.
Wait, did we come down?
You came down
Like
right
we
here.
came north to south, or we walked up? Sorry.
Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys came up this way.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So Taylor's just chilling in the dark down there. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Wait, what? I'm near the locker.
Yeah, we're all
Oh,
stacking.
it's showing your. Oh no, sorry. I was just seeing this cursor. Never mind. My B.
I'm here.
Right here. Dang it. I just thought the fog of war was covering your character for a second. Hey, y'all, I can hear. All right, no, she's gonna be way louder than that because her ears are ringing really badly too. I can hear something. Do you hear that?
Do the rest of us hear it?
Roll notice at -1.
Where's my notice? I've already got -1. I ain't noticing it. Nope. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Stubbs, all you hear is just a ringing sound.
Hey, just like real life, it's fine.
Yeah, Isaac, you hear it, and it definitely sounds like footsteps. They sound slow and like whoever it is, they're definitely not in a hurry.
Shit. Is there any room like underneath the workbench?
Yeah,
Or...
yeah.
Okay. I might want to get underneath there.
Let's
I
hide.
think I kind of like try and push them into it. So no, it's not all of us can fit in there.
I'm gonna go on top of the workbench.
Yeah, you could. You could.
I'm gonna jump whoever's the first one through that door.
I mean, you guys also have lights on.
Not anymore.
Did you turn your light off?
Did somebody blow out my candle? Because she's gonna just be
Yeah, like,
standing here dumbly.
Candle crazy.
Here dumbly.
Yeah, like candle crazy.
What's
Also, Adam, real quick, for edges, I have cat eyes, which says negate all dim and dark penalties. Does that have to do with actually seeing in the dark, or just like how would that come into play in a situation like this?
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, basically anytime that it's dim or dark, if you were to do a notice roll or if you were shooting at somebody in the dark or something like that, anytime that you would normally
Okay,
take a penalty, you wouldn't.
gotcha. But it doesn't mean I can see in the dark without a candle.
Right. Like if it were like pitch black, you wouldn't be able to see it all.
Okay.
You know what? They already know we're down here. I'm just gonna stand on top of the workbench, light ready to go, but I'm got my knife in one hand and I'm ready to pounce.
Okay.
I think I
But
kind of looks
the
over and sees that, and he's gonna kind of like duck down, so it's almost like a totem pole.
Okay.
Okay, Adeline is gonna drop her candle right here in the middle of the room, and then she's gonna run and hide behind the locker over here.
Okay.
So there'll be a little light source in the center, but hopefully she's hiding more in the shadows.
Okay. So the footsteps are getting closer and closer, and they're just like clomp, 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 and a figure comes around the corner.
I've readied the action. I'm jumping them.
All right. Kenny, roll athletics.
I feel like you're gonna do that to me. But
Actually, Stubbs, roll athletics also. It should be opposed. Lots of opposed rolls tonight.
Yes,
You're
let
so
them fight
tired.
each other.
You're so tired, Stubbs.
there's a reason I suggested going to bed.
Yeah. So Kenny, you're just plodding down the corridor, and you're just like you're thinking about what has happened to your friend tonight, or maybe you're just spaced out. Like there's something has happened that just makes you feel disconnected from the world. You're not even sure exactly where you are. You're just like you're trudging down this dark corridor. Do you even have a light on? No,
Nope.
no light, like maybe just a hand against the wall. So he's like dragging his hand against the wall, and
Holding the back there.
all of a sudden you feel something run into you and smash you up.
You also hear it. You hear it. You go, "Ha, Pat, you!"
What the hell? What?
Oh, a kitty.
Is that
Hey, guys, it's kitty.
friends? Oh, that was crazy back there. Are you guys all right?
I need a nap.
Did you guys happen to see where my weapons went? I have no idea where they went. I can't find my club or my gun.
No,
Did you have a gun? Or does he not remember if he had a gun?
He gave his gun to Adeline.
Oh, right, right. And he threw
Yeah,
his club into the water.
yeah.
yeah, you didn't you throw your club in the water while we were trying to make an escape?
Did I do that? I can't remember that at all.
Isaac
I
just
checked
kind of
out.
shakes his head and walks away.
Kenny's the weirdest one of this group. I don't think anything that you do is going to surprise any of us.
Well, what are we doing in
Oh,
here
no.
again?
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, no.
Well, now you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Ugh,
What is It's your Twitch
why is my
stream.
computer doing this?
Twitch stream can't handle it.
Well, the good news is that the stream still works. It's just my headphones. But the bad news is I can't GM if I can't hear you guys.
That is not good.
So hang on. I'm gonna do this
No
again.
rules.
Pardon.
While he does that, I'm going to shut my door a little bit.
This portion of the night brought to you by Arrogant Bastard Ale.
Hell yeah. All right, how about now?
Yeah.
We good? All right. Okay. Whoa.
T really liked that one. I can see by his face.
From the video.
Brings it back to the good old Call of Duty lobbies.
A whole lot less insulting to my mother happening right now, though.
Yeah, not as many words.
Okay, there's still time.
It's only like 10 o'clock, yeah. Could definitely still happen.
Have you guys seen that TikToker who speed runs to see how fast he can get someone to call him the N-word on live streams?
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
It's so bad. But
Wow.
he can get it. Sometimes he gets it in a few seconds, and it's unbelievable. And he's always like, ah, we did it. He's like over exuberant. Terrible. It's absolutely horrendous.
Wow, there's nothing
Anyways.
there's nothing that's not on the internet at this point.
Yeah. Terrible.
Okay, so where were we? Isaac was shaking his head. He's walking away because Kenny just showed up. He doesn't remember shit. He's been walking in the dark. What are you guys doing? You're basically standing in complete darkness at this point, I think, right? Because you had extinguished your lights.
No.
I
She
left
dropped her
mine.
candle. Adeline just picks her candle back up.
No, it's still full on suburban white mom, up in here with all the candles lit.
A light of mine.
Some James
All right.
Taylor playing quietly in the background.
Oh yeah.
Smells a little bit like lavender.
If you focus, you can vaguely smell pumpkin spice.
But it's not October. It's supposed to be seasonal.
All right.
I think Isaac's gonna look over at the locker. Can I try and see if there's like anything that can be opened or anything?
There's a padlock.
All right. Can I like fiddle with it?
Sure. Do you have thievery?
No.
You could roll a d4 at -2 to do it unskilled.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, wait. Just roll. No, I didn't want to roll 2 of them. That was weird. Yeah, no.
That's weird because it only actually rolled 1.
Right.
Huh. Computers. I don't understand them.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know, like you maybe have like a I don't know what you're using to mess with it.
I was just kind of trying to like pull on it.
It just
Well,
doesn't
anything
work.
special. Yeah.
is this a suitable area for us to make camp for the night?
I mean, you're in a mine, so this is probably about as much space as you're gonna find anywhere in a
Uh-huh.
mine.
They call it a mine.
They
A
do.
mine.
Let's.
I'll
What?
never not do that. You put us in a mine. Every character is going to get that. That's the link. That's the MCU.
I love it.
Isaac, why don't you help me drag this workbench and cover the opening so no one can come down in the middle of the night and surprise us, and then we'll make camp here for the night.
Not.
Can we just drag and wedge this into the make it so like we'll wake up if anyone tries to move it or get around it?
Okay.
basically trying to give us some more time. If
So you move it like
Um,
there.
yeah, I was thinking more like rotate it 90 degrees and like start wedging it down the tunnel a bit.
Okay.
But yes,
How is there? We're just gonna say that it's like that.
yeah.
Is there, like actually stuff on the workbench, and we just like wing it off.
Yeah, I think there's probably like pickaxe handles and stuff. Like this is a place where they've have like mended tools or like this is where they would do something like fashion lockers or ladders.
Can he look around for a key?
Yeah, sure. Give me a notice.
Is there a hammer on the bench?
Yeah,
Excuse me.
yes.
All right. So Adeline's gonna just get the hammer and she's gonna slide it down into her gun holster. Just to have as another weapon for later.
Okay.
I'm gonna try that one again, just because I want to.
Why not?
Right? It's probably gonna be nothing anyway, but hey.
That's not bad. And you're looking for a key?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the chances that they would keep the key right next to the locker are pretty slim. So
You've obviously-
Do one of y'all know how to
Office setting.
lockpick? I feel like Isaac, you must know. You know all your card tricks and stuff. You should know how to pick a lock.
I thought so too, but apparently I can't. My dumb fingers.
well, I mean, you did just only pull on it. Like, doesn't. I don't know.
Rig it with a match. Although maybe I could.
It's almost.
Is it something you know how to do and you could teach me how to do it? I've got nimble fingers.
I could throw cards and shit, but not really anything in my tool belt for picking locks.
Dubs has just gone into the corner and he's rolled out his bedroll and I'm going to sleep.
All
Well,
right.
let me try it. I've got to sneak into a couple cow prisons.
How? What?
What do we got?
Negative two.
Rated, you got a 3.
Because you're -2.
Yeah, I think maybe you go over to it and you just like stare at it and forget what you're doing. And you turn around, and you're just like, it's locked.
We're having a lot of fun together, all of us hanging out.
So is everyone going to sleep?
I ain't got nothing better to do.
We need to heal up.
All right. So Adeline's definitely going to try something sneaky while everyone's asleep that she knows no one will let her do while they're awake.
Okay.
So when they're asleep, she's going to go over to the workbench and, you know, Stubbs took her gun, but definitely didn't take her ammo. So she's going to take out a couple of bullets and use some pliers on the bench and pull a bullet out and take out the gunpowder and carry it over to the lock and pour it into the opening of the lock hole itself. And
Oh
then
my
she's going to
God.
light it with a candle.
While everybody's asleep?
But everyone's asleep because they would never let her do this. So she's pretending to sleep and she's just waiting until they're all out, and then she's gonna try this.
Okay. So it sounds like Stubbs is basically out. Like he
I am so sound asleep. I don't even know. I will have to roll with extreme disadvantage for that to even wake me up.
Okay, cool. So
Because I have naive, stubborn, and curious, and I feel like with those three, like she's just bound and determined. She's not gonna be able to sleep until she's figured out a way to get this stupid lock open.
that makes sense.
So basically, you're playing the female version of yourself.
So I don't think anybody has any actual wounds. I think you guys just have fatigue, right?
That's what I've got.
I mean,
I'm-
people's
I'm-
ears are probably bleeding right now from the
Does-
double
does fit-
gunshots.
That's true.
Does fatigue get cleared with rest or no?
Yeah, I think it's like for every hour of rest or every 2 hours of rest, you one level of fatigue. You get one back. Wounds are different. If you're doing natural healing, you do a healing roll every like 5 days, I think.
Oof.
Yeah, it's more realistic. It's not just like you go to bed and then when you wake up, it all goes away. Unless you have
Cool.
some sort of magical healing, which I don't think any of you do, but you guys don't have any
I-
wounds currently, so.
I don't know. You've given Stubbs has just magically healed some girl.
That's true. That is true. But that started pretty recently for him, right? Like, he doesn't really understand what's going on with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely no idea.
So Stubbs is out cold. Adeline is sort of like, you know, uh, making a big show of going to bed. Like she's like pretending to get ready for bed and like to go lay down and get her area ready and everything.
Big fake yawns.
What's Isaac doing?
I think he's probably just gonna go back into the corner over here. Just pull, like, kind of sit up against the wall. Just kind of pull the hat down.
Okay. And Kenny?
Kenny turns towards the wall, flips his backpack around to his chest, and just like rocks back and forth, holding it.
So he's standing?
Oh no, he's sitting on the ground.
Do you
Standing would
sleep?
be really
You sleep like a
creepy.
horse? You
Oh
sleep standing
God.
up.
No, he's like sitting and is like he's just facing the wall and just holding his backpack.
Okay. Cool. So so some time passes and Adeline, you notice that like Isaac's breathing starts to become more regular and Kenny's not rocking quite so much. It's like definitely more of a sleepy rock. Maybe you call out to him a couple times. You're like, "Hey, Kenny, hey." He doesn't answer. So it kind of seems like everybody is asleep at this point.
Excellent.
Is there any
Then
light
she's
at
gonna-
this point? Like, do you just have the candle going?
Oh, I just pictured I had the candle going because that's pretty inconspicuous. I think people would just be falling asleep with the candle burning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Stubbs would have put his headlamp out.
Okay. And where is the candle right now?
In her hand.
She's just holding on
Well,
to
it
it?
would have been like, well, I feel like she would have been like, because she picked it up again. I guess I didn't really think about it. I just feel like it would be near her. Like, she could have even just set it in the middle of the floor here. Doesn't really matter that much to me.
Okay. So
She would. I would say she would carry it over to the workbench, like so she could see what she was doing.
yeah, that makes sense. Because it would be up higher and everybody would be able to see. Since it's like kind of your only source of light besides Stubbs'
Yeah.
work light
Yeah.
lamp. Okay. So you're gonna go over to the workbench and start prying away?
Literally, yeah. Just take a bullet and just try to pull out the actual bullet part and save the gunpowder.
Okay. Can you do a repair roll? If you don't have it, roll a d4 minus 2.
I don't have a repair thing. Yeah, I don't think so. All right. Yeah, I don't have that. All right, I'll just do a D4. Where do I go for just the? There we go. This -2, you said?
Yep.
You can also just roll it untrained. If you click that, it automatically is D4 -2.
Oh, right.
Bada boop. Yeah, you try to pry at this thing, but like maybe it's the pliers that you have, or like the tools that you have, you just like cannot quite get purchase on it. You're poking away at it, but you can't like actually get a good grip on it, and so you start to fumble with it. And as this is happening, you start to hear footsteps coming from the opposite direction, from up
Oh.
here.
Methinks this is getting a little more complicated. All right, so this time she is going to. Well, she's definitely going to want sunlight. Okay, this is what she's going to do. I have in my gear, I have rope. She's going to leave the candle on the workbench. She's pulling the rope out of her backpack, and she's literally loosely tying around her arms. So it looks like she's bound, like around her arms and around her chest, and she's going to sit down right next to. She'll sit down like right beside Stubbs and and Isaac. So that's what it should be. She's going to pretend like she's a captive. She's going to sit there and wait for someone to walk in.
Oh my God. That's awesome. I love that. All right, sweet. Yeah. So as she hurries to do that, which is probably super awkward because like tying it around your own
Yeah, but it's
arms.
also kind of loose. Like it's quite hidden in the dark. I don't think she has to do anything very exquisite. It's kind of like you make a couple loops, kind of just wedge your arm in a little bit, and just she gets she has good persuasion skills. So I think she can kind of sell the maiden in distress look.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the footsteps get closer and closer. There's sort of an uneven footfalls. You hear like it's a step and then a drag and then a step and then a drag and then a step and then a drag, and it gets closer and closer. And as she's sitting there like in the corner looking over to see like when whoever it is comes around the corner, and she sees a really thin-framed man come around the corner, and he's dragging one of his feet, like he's walking with a limp, and immediately the candle catches his eye because obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over and he says, What are you doing down here? You ain't supposed to be down here. Nobody's supposed to be down here at night."
All right. No, go ahead.
You better have a good excuse because when Mr. Gundry finds out that you're down here late at night, ain't nobody supposed to be down here late at night.
Oh, sir. Oh, my God. Well, first off, sir, please keep your voice down so these terrible men do not wake up. But I am so grateful that you are here right now. Are you here to rescue me? Are you the sheriff? Are you the deputy? I heard the deputy is very handsome, but I have not met him yet. It must be you.
I ain't no deputy. I'm just. He sort of like straightens up. He gets this compliment. He's just like, "No, I ain't no deputy. No, there ain't no deputy in town really. Well, maybe Marlena. I don't know. Mr. Donovan says, well, he says that we don't need a deputy, but I don't know. I don't know about. Ain't nobody supposed to be down here. You're trying to distract me. You're trying to distract me."
I'm not trying to distract me. I'm not trying to distract anyone. I was out and I got kidnapped by these men. They were going to blackmail me. Do you know who I am? I'm assuming, right? You know who I am. I'm Adeline Caroline Jackson. My father, Jack Jansen. You know him. He's the owner of Applejack's Jackson Hard Cider Plantation. You must have heard him. You must have drank his fine hard ciders. I'm worth a great deal, and these bad men have snagged me. Who are you, and what are you doing down here? Are you part of the rescue party that my father has sent along here?
he's like doesn't know what to say for a second because you just like there's like this barrage of words coming at him, and you just see him like completely confused. I'm not gonna do that. He just like talks over his shoulder for a second. He's like, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are, but you shouldn't be down here. You shouldn't be down here because this here is private property, and I'm real sorry about what what's going on here. But you and your friends, well, you need to leave. And I don't know who these men are, but when Mr. Gundred finds out that you're down here, well, he's going to be awful cross with you. I need to get back. And he starts to try to clamber over the workbench. Everybody give me a notice. I would
Even
say
me too.
no, not you. You're already awake.
What's
Is-
my notice?
Oh,
maybe,
also
Booth-
everybody can get rid of their fatigue at this point.
I roll with to wake up. I roll with a -4, just so we're clear.
Well, we better roll like crazy, my friend.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not asleep.
Wow. All right, so Isaac, you wake up, you're just like, because you hear this guy talking, like getting his voice getting louder and louder. Um, and I imagine that Adeline is probably smart enough to like keep her voice like kind of low while this is happening. Do you think? Just
Adeline.
Sorry, you broke up there for a second for me. I thought you were talking to Jordan. Sorry. So what are you asking? Sorry, it really
like
broke up.
like during this exchange, I imagine that Adeline is like smart enough to like kind of keep her voice down like this when she's talking to the
Oh
guy.
yeah, yeah.
This guy, like, throughout the conversation, his voice is getting like tighter and louder and higher, and so like,
Okay.
yeah, I think
So it's
that
feeling weird.
it started. Yeah, it's like he's very on edge, which makes sense. I mean, he's walking around in pitch black, and you guys are walking around in the pitch black, and probably neither of you are supposed to be here. Kenny, you're still more or less out cold. Like, this is maybe affecting your terrible dreams that you're having, but
Fair
that's
enough.
about it. You're just like, I can't get away from me. And this guy is like going to he's like starting to clamber over this workbench, but he's got a bum leg, so he's having kind of a hard time with it, and he's going very slow.
So I want to, because he's acting weird and he's kind of getting closer, and not everybody's waking up. I think at this point, maybe okay. Adeline is going to take the. How close is he? Where is he? Can you show me where he's at? Like,
He is. I thought
is
I had
he
a-
like on the other side of the workbench now? Like, is he in the room with us?
He's like right there. You see that?
Okay, perfect. Then she's going to use the rope in her hands, and because she has a buff for Born in the Saddle, she absolutely knows how to use a lasso, and she's going to take the rope that was in her hands and literally try to just lasso around him to restrain him and wake everybody else up in one fell swoop.
Okay. Let's do athletics, and we'll do it. We'll just do a standard 4 for the DC.
You said do athletics?
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, what happens?
So she has this whole time she's been talking, it's sort of been like looped around her hands, but she's been slowly moving her hands around to hold like the knotted loop part exactly where you need. And so as he's kind of getting more distracted, maybe when he like thumps down on the other side of the workbench, it gives her a second to literally just like slip them right off the front of her hands, do a quick loop, and then toss it right over, hopefully grabbing kind of like over the head and like down to the shoulder, like down to the kind of the elbow area, and yank it nice and tight. And as she does that, she starts kicking Ruben like pretty aggressively with one foot while hollering to everybody else to wake up.
All right, I think Kenny definitely wakes up. What do you think? Does Stubbs wake up, Jordan?
I'm going to give him one more roll.
All right.
With like kicks to the shin.
I think with no penalty though.
Yeah, I'm not going to take a penalty. I'm going to just roll on this one. Okay. Yeah, that's enough to rouse him.
Getting like kicked in the shins.
What in the tourney?
I
What?
caught a bad man. I caught him.
What?
I caught him.
What?
I think Isaac kind of jumped up as soon as he saw like you trying to rope him and tried to pull on the rope.
She's got a huge grin on her face, like a kid that's holding like a freaking squirrel. Just like, I caught him.
Yeah, this guy is like trying really hard to get away, and he's just like, you ain't supposed to be down here. And now that he's a little bit more like, in one place, and you guys are like looking at him, you can see that he's got blood all over his clothes, and his clothes are probably were not in great shape to begin with, but he's got blood all over his clothes, and he's got Isaac. This is something that you would notice, and maybe Kenny. He's got this medallion around his neck. It looks like it's like a little statuette maybe, and there's something about it that just like you can't look away from it. Like he's talking and stuff, but you can almost barely hear what he's saying because you're just like so fixated on this thing. And he's saying like he's trying to get away, and I mean obviously, and he's like, you don't understand. I had to do it. I gotta sleep. I got to sleep. And he's just writhing around. He keeps talking even as you try to talk to him. He's just like, I had to sleep. I gotta sleep.
Is the
Well, this
blood
is-
fresh? Or is
Uh,
it like dried blood?
It's pretty dark. Like it looks shiny and like probably at least some of
Wet.
it, yeah. At least some of it's wet.
Um, I, Stubbs, who sleeps with the cigar in his mouth, just takes it out and relights his lamp. So he has light again.
Nice. Okay.
Kenny like grabs his backpack and like holds the wall, and he just starts like hyperventilating.
Like he's got like one hand up against the wall like this.
Yeah, he's just like pressed against it, and he's like holding himself up, and he's like,
So what has affected him this way? Like what's going on in his head right now?
well, he sees that first of all, somebody's covered in blood. Second of all, it's like he's like projected this idea that this person's kind of like a cow just because he's like lassoed. And then Adeline's like screaming like, I've got him, I've got him. And this guy just sounds kind of like crazy and twisted, just like how he's heard Cotton Ball sound before. So he's just like trying, his brain is just trying to like process like 15 things at once, and he can't.
Okay. So he's like kind of like he's mentally incapacitated for a second. Like he's just like trying to catch his breath.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Isaac, what are you doing?
He's just kind of looking around at everything that's happening. It seems a little familiar, but I mean, Kenny, you all right over there? You've been doing some weird stuff before, but even for you, this is a little weird.
I think
I'm
Adeline
alright.
is actually trying to like get somebody else to help her with a rope, because this guy's got to be a lot stronger than her.
Yeah, well, I think Isaac jumped up and like grabbed onto it as soon as you started trying to kick Stubbs away.
Okay, all right.
So like it sounds like Adeline and Isaac are like trying to restrain this guy, and Isaac
Yeah.
is talking to Kenny while
Yeah.
this happens, right? And
Yeah, and he kind of like getting flashbacks when they were up in the town.
right. So what's going on with Kenny?
I'm alright. Just need a
You sure?
second.
You don't look all right.
Ooh. Maybe I don't. Maybe does anybody have any food? Maybe I haven't eaten anything in a while.
Stubbs is gonna go over to Kenny. I think he's over here. Yeah. And rummage around in my sack. I'm sorry. This is all I got. Pull out, hand you a cigar, and then I want to do a healing roll, but it's gonna, like, you know how he's just been shoving dirt in wounds and stuff. He's seen people that have been shell shocked in mines before. He's seen mine accidents. He kind of has seen people that have been just watched someone get crushed in front of them and just kind of staring off a little bit and just not know what's going on. His answer to get people out of this is to smack them very hard in the face and hope that they kind of snap out of it.
All right. Roll a D-
Healing?
You can if you
It's
want.
not healing. It's
You
not
can if
healing.
you want. I would suggest rolling a d20. If it's higher than 10, it works. If it's lower than 10, it doesn't work. So you just smack him, and he's like, "What the hell was that for?"
What the hell, man? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You will thank me for this later, and just clock him again. I just got him by the collar, and I'm just like, snap out of it. Just figure yourself out.
Oh my god, poor Kenny. Yeah, this.
Well,
So this
well,
guy.
You have a light?
Go ahead.
You have a light?
oh, yeah. And I just light again with my cigar to the end goers. But realizing that I've slept 5 or 6 times and he's just still probably got that glossed over look still, I just kind of release the collar and I just look at who this lassoed fella is now.
So yeah, so this guy is he's calmed down a little bit. He's laying prone on his back, and he just keeps saying, "I just gotta sleep. I just need to be able to sleep. It's not my fault. You don't understand."
What? Not your fault? What's not your fault? Why are you whose blood is that?
It's you don't understand. I had to set off those charges. I had to take those men down there. They were just miners. They weren't even part of the town. I have to sleep. It needs blood. I don't know why. I don't understand why. It just won't let me sleep.
What?
The tree.
What?
You can't hear the tree either, can you? Oh my god, it's just me. I knew it. Oh no.
Is there a stream nearby?
A stream?
Yeah, is that what it says? Oh no, that's the I thought there was water running through the mine.
No, that is Twitch.
Oh, I see.
Oh, this thing over here?
Yeah,
Stream.
Very
Stream.
stream.
I take a sip from the stream.
No, sorry, it's just because of the way I have the map laid out.
The stream says, "Thanks for the sub."
But Where is
God damn it.
where is this tree? You said it needed blood, and where's the tree?
It says, when in the hell is a tree needed blood?
Well, that's a different question.
The guy tries to like shimmy to sit up against the workbench. I can't. It's down there. And he's like sort of motions with his eyes in this direction.
Take us.
You want to go to the tree?
Yes.
Are you sure? You would help me?
Yes. I just want to see this tree. I've never met a tree that wants blood or that talks.
Okay, but
I mean, you seem to know more about it than we do. You can hear this damn thing talking.
every night of my life, every night and day, it just won't let me sleep if I don't bring it blood. Every night.
You ever just
Uh,
try and chop it down?
I lose control of myself. I get a certain amount down the mine and I black out. I can't remember what happens. All I remember is heading down the mine shaft and then I'm heading back this way every single night. And he starts to tear up a little bit and he's just like,
I-
"You don't understand. Every single night I haven't slept in weeks."
Are you the reason that the little kids are missing?
I sure hope not. I sure hope not. And he just starts sobbing.
Well, look, you can help us. We've got you tied up. We can make it extra tight. And then you won't have to worry about hurting nothing.
I will certainly try. I will certainly try. And he like struggles to get to his feet, but I mean it's pretty pathetic. He can't seem to get his legs under him and he like starts trying to lean up against the table.
Yeah, I think Isaac's just gonna go help him.
So he gets to his feet. He's a little bit wobbly on his feet. And for a moment, like as you're standing there like inspecting him, trying to figure out like what is this guy's deal? Um like again, you have this like crazy fixation on this pendant on his chest. Isaac, you're just standing there like staring at him and you just like you start to hear like whispers and you start to hear um you start to hear voices talking like they're in another room and they're chanting and it sounds like they're straining against something. And then all of a sudden you come back to yourself when he's just like, "Okay, I guess it's time. I guess it's time we get going." And he
Say,
starts
what's that thing you got there around your neck?
is are his hands still bound at this point in time?
Yeah, no, we're not untying him.
All right. So just so I'm clear, like his hands are bound at his side or they're bound in front of him or they're bound behind him.
No, well, I would. When I lassoed him, it would have just gone over the top. So like you're kind of like pinned at the elbows almost. So
Okay.
like the front hands could be free unless somebody went out of their way to tie those up.
I
Okay.
figured we just kind of like sausage rolled him or like a spider did, just like looped around him a bunch of times.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So he like looks down at it, he's like, that's mine. I found that on one of my walks, but that's mine. I found it fair and square."
Okay, well, you've been hearing these voices, right?
Yeah.
Was that around the same time that you found this thing on your walk?
He looks down at it and he like looks up at like kind of begrudging, like he's looking for an excuse, and he's just like, maybe, yeah, maybe it was around the same time, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's
There you go.
related.
Anyone got a stick? We gotta get this thing off him.
I mean, I got my pickaxe. I can just like loop it underneath it and just like pull it off of them.
Okay.
Look, I'm a little curious. I think we should take a look at this thing. Maybe we can help you.
He starts freaking out. He's just like, "That's mine! That's mine! You can't take it! I found that fair and square!" He's just screaming at the top of his lungs.
Yep, we got to time up to take this thing off.
Just push him right back over.
Pretty much.
So you take the thing off of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Without actually touching it.
Okay. So you take it off of him, and he like he's just freaking out. He continues to freak out, and he's just like he's trying to get at it, like he's like biting at it. He's trying to get to it with all like everything that he can, even though he can't really move that much. I think
What does it?
you're probably gonna have to restrain, like you're gonna have to knock him out or something because he's on his feet and he's gonna be like lunging at you.
I'm gonna
Duh.
just hit him with. What's that?
Punch him.
You're just gonna punch
No,
him?
I'm just gonna. I'm
Slap
gonna just
other people. Why can't you slap him?
gonna take the butt of my pickaxe and just slam it into his stomach. And kind of like just like drive the wind out of him and just crumple him.
Yeah, I think you don't even need to roll for that. Like you just like huge blow right to the solar plexus, and he just immediately shuts up and crumples to the ground and starts whimpering. So who took the pendant?
I kind of thought we like knocked him over, and I had just like hooked it with my pickaxe and like just like broke it off him and just kind of scooted it across the room.
Okay, so it's on
More
it's
so,
on it's on the floor
it's
at
on the
this point.
ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
What's it made out of?
I think it's made out of some kind of a stone, like it's carved out of like a light, maybe a white stone. And it looks to be like the figure of a woman, maybe an angel, like it has wings. Um, but it's not like it's not like it's like a nude woman, but it's not super detailed. It doesn't look like something you would find in a church, basically. Like it's definitely racier than something you would find in a church.
Now,
Interesting.
you say it's a white stone. I pull out the 4 strange white stones from my pocket.
Where'd
So
you get those from?
I got those the
I don't remember.
second night. Whenever we had the coyote fight, like while we were making camp, I went a little prospecting and rolled a 20 and found those.
Gotcha.
So you go digging around in your breast pocket and you find only one of the stones.
Yeah.
Bar.
Because was it 4 separate stones or was it one big stone?
It's listed as ×4 strange white stone. Weight
Okay.
4.
All right. Yeah, you find one of the stones in your pocket.
Okay. That's weird. Oh well, I lost the watch too, so
You lost a. She lets go. She lets go of the rope for a second. You lost a. You lost a what?
what? I didn't say anything. What was that? Is this
My watch. My father's watch.
never heard of it. Does this white stone match the necklace?
So the stone that you have is like it kind of looks like quartz. It's sort of transparent.
Oh,
The this pendant is like more of a like it's completely opaque.
okay. So it doesn't look. I didn't end up with like some strange spirit rock that matches this that I'm gonna have a meltdown about.
They don't look the same.
Okay, that's in Stubbs. I'm saying in Stubbs' opinion right now, he doesn't have the exact same thing, so he just tucks it back into his pocket.
That's correct. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yep, that's really what it was.
Okay. Isaac and Kenny, I think like you guys are probably both just staring at this thing on the floor. And
Guys, we've been in one 5x4 box for an hour and a half. I'm just realizing this right now. This is the most incredible stand in one spot game of D&D I've ever played in my life.
That's D&D, baby.
Just
That's D&D.
walked a giant plot hook into our room to get us to
Holy
move along.
heck. Yeah, move
And
that
we're-
stream along. When's the stream turn into river? Can carry us to the next room. Holy cow.
You hear a rumbling, and it's a landslide that pushes you down the.
Wow. Anyways, sorry.
Anyone else feeling weird about that pendant over there?
Yeah, something about it I don't really like. I don't know what it is.
I think
I'm
I
kinda
mean,
hooked.
I have space in my backpack. I can carry it. I guess I can't carry a watch anymore. So
She will not touch this. No.
Does anybody have
No.
any claws?
I,
Maybe we can wrap it.
any
We should-
claws?
Cloth.
Turns out Adeline has had claws this whole time. She's like, I did not notice
I mean,
my bare
apparently she
paw.
was large and blue to begin with, so it's not.
I just realized I'm Wolverine.
I've had scissors for hands this whole time. How blind are you?
I just
I-
wanted to play as Edward Scissorhands for our playthrough.
Hey, you are.
So I have extra like shirts and blouses and dresses packed in my backpack.
I think Stubbs is going to pull a Gimli and Rivendell here and try to smash it with my pickaxe.
Okay.
Let me roll for my pick. I don't even roll.
Roll well, I don't know. Like is anybody going to try to stop him or is he just going to go for it? Cuz I won't make you roll if nobody's going to try to stop you.
No.
I don't
Devil
think Kenny
Adeline
has
would.
the reaction time right now.
Yeah, we're kind of curious about it.
I think Stubbs is just more afraid of it. And with his old way trait of just like not liking new weird things, he's just very much like this thing must go.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to try to hit it with your pickaxe.
Yeah, I want to shatter it like I would just like hitting a rock.
Okay. Yeah, so you bring it up, you like wind up for a nice big hit, direct hit, and it just bounces right off. Like you hit it and it just like goes skittering across the floor.
No, that no one's touching that. That is cursed. That is cursed. That is bad juju rock. Nope. Nope. No one.
You tried to pick up a locker and you couldn't move that either. You want to try it again?
It's a rock. My job is rock. I know my job is not wood. I know rocks. That is not a rock. That is curse. I will not travel with anyone that touches that.
I think one of you should pee on it and see what happens.
No. Nope. It's over there now. It lives there forever.
What do you think,
Hmm.
Isaac and Kenny? You guys are still like sort of fixated on this thing.
I don't know. I think it could help. I'm not saying we
Yeah.
should touch it, but we got to figure out a way to get it away from here or closer to whatever the hell that tree thing is.
I mean, he's already touched it. We can put it back on him. He can have it.
Yeah,
No
you
one.
saw how well that ended.
Well, it's better than you getting like that.
I'm not saying we're gonna hold it. Didn't you have something weird in your backpack?
I don't know what you're talking about. And he like turns his backpack around and puts it on his back and just like holds both the straps.
Right.
I got this guitar though. Maybe we could put the little charm on the inside, and then nobody has to hold it.
That'll work.
What? What in the hell? In the
All right.
guitar.
Can someone scoop it in here? And I just like take the guitar and I'm like, it's like upside down and making all this noise like ding, 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 ding. I'm like hitting wood, trying to like scrape it into the like acoustic hollowing of the guitar.
It's the opposite of when you're trying to get the pick out of the.
I'll take out of it.
Literally just this is how the destiny was formed right here.
All right, so
Oh.
you put the statuette inside of the guitar.
Yeah, and I just hold it up and I like carry it away from me.
I
Okay.
kind of want to see you like carrying it like a hobo sack, like just in the back of the guitar over your shoulder.
All right.
Well, I'm like super careful. Like I still don't let it like touch my backpack, and you like hear me whispering. So yeah.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you do that, and the guy laying on the floor like looks up at you and he's like, "Please, please give it back to me, please, or at least help me."
I don't think we should give it to this guy.
Take us to the tree.
Will you give me back the pendant if I do?
Maybe.
Okay. And he again struggles to his feet. He looks from face to face. Okay. And he just starts trudging down into the black.
I make sure he's tied up tight.
Does like you guys have him like by a lead or something, or is he? You're just like
I think we
pushing
just
him.
kind of like, yeah, I think it's still kind of wrapped up like around him, and we just make sure it's like triple knotted.
Okay.
Can we
And
ask him about the locker before we
I'll-
leave?
What's that?
I want to ask him about the locker before we leave, though.
Okay. Yeah. You ask him like, I don't know. What do you want to ask him in particular? Just like,
You don't happen to have a key for this thing over here, do you?
no, sir. I was just on one of my walks tonight. I don't work in the mine, if that's what you're asking.
Wait a minute. You were going on and on about Gundren. Do you work for him?
He like looks side to side. Uh, no, but I have permission. I have permission to be down here. He knows I need my nighttime walks, or I can't calm down enough to get to sleep. I'm allowed to be down here.
Gundren lets you come down to a tree that you feed blood in the middle of the night.
Well, he doesn't know. He don't know about the tree. But I do have permission to walk down here.
It's his mine. How do you not know about that tree?
Well, he doesn't come down here that much. I mean, some of the other fellas do most of the mining, and that infernal voice keeps telling me to set charges off and drag bodies down there. I can't stop. I can't stop. I gotta sleep. He just like starts slamming his head into one of the walls. I gotta sleep. I gotta sleep. His head starts to bleed a little
Kenny
bit.
Kenny just on impulse uh turns around to try and like kill him to put him out of his misery.
Oh my God. How? Okay. How's he gonna do it?
What?
It's
What's the
just
kill?
he doesn't have anything, I don't think, on him. He doesn't have a club and he doesn't have his gun anymore, so he's just going to start punching him.
Could use a
Alright.
guitar string.
Or I guess, I mean, he has fighting, so I don't know.
All right. Go ahead.
Like choke him out. I think he's gonna try and put him in a chokehold.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. I guess roll fighting if you're trying to kill him. Yeah. That's a hit. Yeah, I think you're able to like get an arm around him and you're gonna try to choke him out. I think for damage we would do strength.
Okay.
What's going on with everybody else while this is happening? Everybody's just like, okay, seems cool.
I'm gonna let it happen.
Kenny.
Stubbs is gonna let it happen.
Okay.
Adeline's definitely not cool with it because I think she's still kind of holding onto the rope, so she's going to be tugging on the rope to try to like get him out. That's not nice. This man is clearly under distress. He's not being himself. We're not going to smother him.
Kenny is just like not listening at all. He's like totally like glazed over.
So as this is happening and there's like a bit of commotion, there's a sudden gust of wind that comes from outside down this tunnel, and it's like unmistakable. It starts to pick up dust that's in the air, and it's just like it almost feels like it's forcing you down the tunnel.
Is
It's
it like
not.
a stream?
It's like a stream of air.
Would you say it's like? Would you like it's like a stream?
It's like
Can we maybe move our stream icon so we can tell which way the stream is going?
in a this worldly direction. There's a-
Isaac, what? Isaac, make that shut off. We don't need wind right now.
That ain't me.
The ground starts to shake a little bit, and there's like a low rumble and almost like before when the gun went off, when there was like a ringing in your ears, but it's much, much lower. And you start to feel a little bit sick to your stomach. Like there's just like a feeling that something is very wrong right now.
We need to get out of here right now. That's a cave-in. We gotta get out. There's an earthquake, and we don't. Look at my hand. This is. And Stubbs is running for the exit. I know the workbench is in the way, but
Shuffling to the exit.
it's his attempt to run.
Okay. So he's gonna like try to clamber over this workbench, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And Adeline just kind of always follows Stubbs, so she's going to take his lead.
Makes sense.
Do I have to roll to get over the workbench or no?
Well, let's see what everybody else is doing. What's Kenny and Isaac doing?
Kenny is still trying to chokehold, but Caroline Adeline's got the rope, so he's like now like spun around, still trying to like chokehold. I'm like, shh, it's okay, it's okay, and just getting pulled along with the rest of the party.
Good lord.
God.
Kenny got a freaking thirst for blood last episode.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
We've literally got. I'm picturing this right now. We're in this tiny little room with this poor guy with a lame leg tied up, with Kenny on his back in a chokehold. You got Stubbs, who's lame with missing fingers, clambering over this workbench, with Adeline dragging the lame man behind him, following after this portly little miner. As Isaac's just in the corner, like,
What is going on?
this is the greatest visual ever.
Yeah, I think so. I think Stubbs like awkwardly clambers over the workbench and he just starts taking off
Oh yeah.
slowly
Mhm.
down the hallway. It sounds like Adeline and Kenny are sort of begrudgingly doing the same thing. Is that accurate?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Isaac is doing what?
Hell if I know. I guess he's making sure he's got the rope, but he just kind of starts trying to drag him with.
Okay. So you guys are taking off down the hallway. And just like I imagine if this was a movie, this is one of those shaky cam moments where you're just like you're booking at top speed, even though for Stubbs it's just like he's probably running into the wall occasionally because his legs are like all uneven and stuff. And you're just running and running and running and running top speed, absolutely full out. Like when you're running to the point where like you know your legs can't move any faster than they're already moving. And you do this for I don't know, like Stubbs, you're at the front, so I think you do this
Yeah.
until like you're just starting to feel exhausted. Is your lamp on at this point in time?
It was when I started. It could have gone out by me stumbling around and sprinting.
Okay. Let's say that it's on and it's just like it's
Okay.
shaking all over the place. And you just keep running, but you don't see anything that's familiar. Like you just keep running and you're running flat out, but you don't see anything that's familiar. And all of a sudden uh, you come to what looks like it's about to be a clearing, and your foot hits a rock, and you just go ass over tea kettle, and and you fall on the ground, and you're like you kind of black out for a second. When you open your eyes, you see this giant crack in the wall, like maybe maybe like 2.5 feet wide, and it goes from the bottom, like the bottom of um, the bottom of the mine shaft all the way up to the ceiling. It sort of like comes up like a triangle, and it looks
Yeah.
like if you shine your light down there, it kind of looks like it's a chute that goes down. The rest of you are still like running top speed. I don't know if you continue to try to run past him when this happens, but like Stubbs is flat on his back at this point in time.
No, Adeline's gonna try to help him up. She's not just gonna leave him.
Is the earthquake still going on, or has it kind of settled out?
I think now that you've been knocked on the head, like it's gotten pretty quiet in your head. Like it's like kind of what you were trying to achieve when you were slapping Kenny around. Like all of a sudden you just were
Okay.
like you have like kind of a weird moment of clarity, even though you just got decked by the ground.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to shine my light down the fissure in front of me.
Okay. It looks like from where you're standing, it looks like it goes down maybe like 10 or 15 feet, and you think you can see the bottom of it, like where it seems to like flatten out a little bit. It's tough to tell from this vantage point, but it looks like it maybe opens to a room.
Would I be able to get down it safely? And does it look like I'll be able to get back up?
Um, I would say that it's like a 45-degree incline. give or take. So you might be able to if you braced yourself up against the wall. Like, did you ever climb like hallways when you were a kid?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's sort like you could kind of do that sort of a thing. It would be a little bit
Every,
slow going, but you could do it.
everyone, take a look at this. It's it seems like the shaking and everything has stopped. So running all over the place ain't gonna get us anywhere now. I'm a little lost, which is weird. But what do you think of checking out what's down here? It seems like it opens up down there.
Are we still dragging Creepy McGee with us?
I assume so. I mean, unless you
Cool.
did something else.
No, I'm thinking we make him go down there.
Okay.
Fine by me.
You guys have to pry him out of my arms still, because I'm still trying to kill him.
You were running down the hallway, still holding him.
Yeah.
I mean, you never said you let go of the rope, so I feel like we were both just kind of dragging him, both of them.
I mean, you guys are all probably pretty weak at this point because, like, those of you that were running away were running full tilt. Those of you that were not trying to run away were fighting against the people that were running full tilt. So everybody's like probably a little bit weak at this point and doesn't quite have the will to like at least not without a breather. You just like need to sit down for a second. Unless you're like
Kenny,
really trying to kill this guy.
Kenny,
Big
will
eyes,
you just
look over at Kenny. Talk to him kind of like a dog. Kenny, drop it. Drop it.
It's like,
Adeline's mimicking the same thing. She's standing and doing the same pose as Isaac. And she's also like, drop it. Drop it.
he's still like kind of glazed over, but he's like, it's not as tight anymore, but he's still like, he's on the ground, and the long-limbed guy is like laying there, like trying to like tap at Kenny's arm, and Kenny's just like, it's like loosened up, but he's like not getting out of the position.
So they're
Yeah.
both just like laying on the ground at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're just like laying on the ground. Stubbs, have you gotten up at
Will
this point in
somebody
time?
separate these two? Will somebody separate
Yeah.
these two? This is absolutely silly at this point. This is no way for a gentleman to behave.
I'm going to follow suit and swat Kenny on the nose. Like, just like, not to like break it or anything, but just like a smack. Let go of him.
I mean, it seems to me that like at this point Kenny's probably exhausted enough that he wouldn't be able to dodge. Does that sound right?
It's true. Yeah.
So how do you think he would react to that?
I think he would just get hit and just like slowly unfurl a little bit, but he's still like, he's like not gonna move, but there's nothing stopping anybody from like taking the guy out
Sure.
from like underneath his arms.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How light is this guy? He seems pretty frail, right?
He's pretty, yeah, like he's lanky. He doesn't weigh very much.
Can I just like throw him down the shaft?
Yeah, roll strength.
Throwing a coyote, I can throw you too.
Yeah, I think you're able to pick him up with a little bit of difficulty because you're still like kind of winded, but you just like maybe set him down on the top of the chute and you push him down and he just slides down and there's a sliding sound as you might expect and then you hear him stop. He hits the bottom. It doesn't sound like there's like a big drop, but there's just like slide, drop. If you shine your light down there, you can see where he landed.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to follow, intentionally trying to land on top of him.
Okay. Yeah, if you crawl in there, you can hear him groaning a little bit. But yeah, you slide down and you land right out on top of him, and he's just like, "Huh!"
and then stand up and survey the room. Is it safe for them to come down?
Yep, yep. If you shine your light around, it looks like you're standing in what looks like it might be a natural cavern of some kind.
I thought you were about to say a room with a locker and a workbench in it. You went the wrong way, and now you must die.
And I can do this all night, guys. All night.
Safe, come on down. You'd think after like months of this, I would have nailed down his accent, but
That's pretty much it,
it's all
right?
over.
I mean, it's been pretty consistent, I think.
Oh, me neither, man.
So yeah, you guys hear Stubbs call up to you, and that it's safe. What are you gonna do?
Isaac shrugs and heads in.
Heads on in.
Kenny army crawls and just like slides heads first.
Yeah, I think you guys do this in quick enough succession that you all just like land on top of each other successfully or successively, and every single
I mean,
time you hear the guy underneath you just like, oh, ah, ah.
I was gonna say I very much made sure that Bony Boy stayed underneath to cushion everyone's fall.
Yeah, I mean he is pretty bony, so it probably gets less comfortable for you every time that somebody lands on top of you. So it's more weight on top of those like knobby
Oh,
knees and ankles and
no. I move out of the way, but I make sure he's there to cushion falls.
oh, okay, you like roll out of the way real fast.
Yes.
Okay,
Before I called them down, I was out of the way to make sure that it was.
that makes sense. All right, so like after you guys slide down there and have a second to get your bearings, you look around and you it seems like you're in like a natural cavern of some kind. Like it's got pretty smooth and organically shaped walls. It's not like the mine where like you can clearly tell that somebody has hacked their way through the stone. Um, like Stubbs, if you've been in a cave before, it definitely looks like this sort of thing that may have been like cut through by water or something like that. Um,
Speaking of, is there water?
I think you might be able to hear like some water drops and stuff in the distance, but it's not like there's flowing water through here.
Oh, okay.
Um, so yeah, it it it's a room, but there's a sort of a corridor that leads away, um, like away from the direction of the chute. And
Alright.
if you head in that direction, it leads to like a tangle of other like I mean it's not a tangle of other corridors, but there's like little offshoots that don't lead anywhere, um, that sort of thing. And there's lots of like natural rock formations and stuff that look like they're probably like stalagmites and stalactites, that sort of thing. Um, if you continue to head that way, and stop me if that's not what you're planning on doing. But if you
No, th- I think that's kind of our only option, right? There's not like another.
make sense.
Yeah. Oh well.
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, I would say at that being a prospector, Stubbs knows that where water forms, that the gold is normally deposited. So whenever we come to like a bend or anything, he's gonna root around in the loose dirt and everything in the corners and the bends and that kind of stuff, looking to see if there was any gold deposits or anything of interest.
okay. Um, Go ahead and roll. I don't know, what would that even be? What do we have you roll before to find stuff?
It was either notice or common knowledge, I think,
Let's
being the
do
two.
let's do notice at a +1.
Uh,
So you would know what you're looking for. No
ain't
dice.
nothing.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing.
I mean, it is pretty dark in here, so like you're looking around, but it's hard to see with only one source of light that's sort of like, as you move, the shadows are also moving, and so it's hard to get a really good look just like at the general space. You have to look at like each thing individually, and so you're not really able to find anything that's of particular interest. Um, Everybody roll notice.
Now I get a good roll. Not when I'm trying to find gold. Nope.
I
Can't
got
do
a
that.
good roll too.
So, and yeah, Kenny, you're completely lost in thought. Like you're probably like bringing up the rear, I would guess.
Yeah.
You're like dragging your feet. You can't really like maybe mumbling to yourself. Um, I think it's probably Stubbs that hears like a dragging in the distance. Um,
A lot of dragging in this episode.
Such a drag.
Hey, everyone. Hold up. We hear there's a dragon up ahead.
There's a dragging in the distance.
A
Dragon
dragon in
up
these
there.
parts?
Yeah, it sounds
Let's
like it's getting closer and closer, and all of a sudden something lunges out of the darkness.
A good thing?
is it a hug bear?
Is it the huggiest bear?
And it lunges right at Adeline Caroline. Let's go into
I
rounds, y'all.
I will argue that it probably hit me. I'm assuming I was leading, unless this was pretty wide enough for everyone to get
Is that a
through.
Zambi? Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah. A Rab Zambi? Oh no, we're back on. You gotta quit kicking your head.
We back?
Oh, there it is.
I don't know why that's happening. It's very annoying. Okay. Um, who are we missing? Isaac?
I'm there.
Where are you? Oh,
Oh,
you and
we're all
Stubbs were
stacked up.
you and Stubbs were on top of each other. Care
The
to
game's
explain?
paused again.
All over each other. Couldn't help it.
All right. Yeah, I see it's paused. Hang on one sec.
Oh.
Combat begin. We've got Stubbs with a jack. So, what's going on, Stubbs?
Do I see it coming?
I
Do I
think you.
see it? Like right now, I don't see it in my field of view currently because of the fog of war.
I think I was like here.
Well, you would have your. I think you would have your torch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. All right. There we go. Okay. So I see this like come around the corner and lunge at Adeline Caroline.
Yep.
I'm going to move in between and take two swings with my pickaxe at it. Just immediately, just like across and then back.
Okay. Do you have two attacks, or is that going to be at a penalty?
That will be at a penalty.
All right, go for it.
Pick. Roll. And then The second one does.
Okay. Sweet. Go ahead and roll damage. Ooh, hell yeah. Nice. That is a hit, and that is a hit with a raise. Um, yeah. Tell me what happens to this. What looks like you could probably smell this thing before it actually gets to you, and as it lunges out of the darkness, um, and you can see that it's just got these awful teeth in its mouth, and it can open its mouth way wider than would be natural as it lunges at Adeline Caroline. What do you do with your pickaxe?
So as it opens its mouth up, take the pointy part of it, swing it right into the mouth, and it just takes up a spinal cord and just blows it out the back of the head.
Hell yeah. I love that. Um, cool. Yeah, this thing goes down. Like there's a huge amount of blood spray all over the wall. It's like
Do I duck? Like, are you screaming at me to duck or something like that? Because when
No.
you swinging right here, just hit me instead.
I said I moved. I didn't actually move him.
Oh, gotcha.
But I did say I moved it and then swung. But yes, otherwise that would be correct.
Bye.
so
I
yeah,
don't like that it's marked as that it's marked undead but dead. So
I was just
I'm
gonna
dead.
say that.
so yeah, you smack this thing and there's like
All on the floor. Smack that.
this terrible crunching sound and it goes all like there's all this gore that goes all over the wall and you guys are just like, what was that? And all of a sudden you start to hear even more of that same dragging sound, but
Adeline
now
starts doing Fortnite dances.
but
She's so
now
stoked.
it's coming now it's coming from behind you, it's coming
Oh,
from
gosh.
in front of you.
Guys, we're playing freaking Nazi zombie waves. This is lit.
Kenny like turns to his back and he's like, "Cotton Ball, are you okay?" And he like waits, and he like pulls around and he like looks inside of his backpack, and he's just like really confused, and he like puts his backpack back on.
Kenny, what in the hell are you on?
Isaac, what happened? What?
That's exactly what I'm
Oh.
asking you.
I don't. I had a companion. I don't think this is the right time. Oh shit! And he like gets ready to fight.
Adeline Caroline, what's
just
going on?
Hey, Stubbs. Do you think that I could have my sidearm back again? This kind of seems like a perfect opportunity to use it, and I will only shoot it, the way you tell me to shoot it.
I don't have it on me. I threw it.
Well,
It's-
I think.
did you throw it with the watch? What are you doing with my stuff?
don't you
Wait.
remember he literally took it, threw it, and that's why we had to roll to see if it went off.
I think Stubbs has Adeline Caroline's first gun, and I gave Adeline Caroline my gun, and that was the one that you threw.
Wait, does she have two guns?
I'm pretty sure. She had one, and then I think Stubbs took it away.
That's right. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
lost. I had the Colt Peacemaker on me, but I actually do have I have the dagger pistol. So there's a knife blade that juts out the bottom of the pistol. This is perfect for zombie killing. So dude, this is like a perfect opportunity. I'm like asking about the gun, and like Stubbs is like absolutely no, and then you freaking lean over. Kenny leans over. She's like, "Well, I mean, you have like the other one in the bag." And she's all like, "Heck!" You see her rip through the bag, pulls out this gun, has a blade at the bottom. It's somehow more dangerous than the last gun she had.
What?
Just
What?
one of those. Oh, right.
I totally forgot about this.
I had really assumed you were going to go pick up the gun again once I went to bed, and you never did. And then I forgot to tell you to pick it up.
I actually misunderstood that interaction. I thought
Gotcha.
as you were pulling it from me, it just misfired. It
Oh,
doesn't matter.
no. I took it and just threw it to the other side of the room.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. I have another one, and it has a blade at the end.
Oh, that's amazing.
Everything's fine.
Adam, just so I know, it sounds like they're coming from this way and this way, but not from the bottom.
As far as you can tell, yep.
Would you say that like we started from the bottom, now we're here?
Yes, Drake.
Is that what you would say?
I would say
Vote
that.
to
Yes,
kick.
Drake.
I would use those exact words.
Kenny like looks at his fists and he like realizes like, oh, this isn't gonna be enough, and he like takes the guitar out from behind his bag and he's just holding it like a club.
Nice. So, Adeline, are you gonna actually hit something, or what are you doing right now?
Am I going to hit something?
I mean, it's your
We're in
turn.
round still.
Oh, I didn't realize I got out of rounds. I'm sorry. I can only see. I can't even see any zombies on my screen. Do I need to move this around?
Where were
Oh,
you
here's one.
before? Yeah, there you
Here
go.
we go. Right here. I didn't see this guy over here. I was just waiting for them to come to us. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot with my
Life gun.
All right,
with my gun.
give it a shot.
All right, shooting.
Nope. That's
I'm gonna
another.
Benny that.
All right.
It's gonna fire off 2 shots right in succession.
Oh, there we go.
Zinger.
There we go.
There it is.
All right, cool. That is
The
a.
first shot, she accidentally misfired as she was pulling it out of her bag. It just goes kablam, and she gets and takes the second shot.
That's a hit with a raise. So go ahead and roll damage, and you get an extra d6 with it.
This is my first time rolling damage this game, and I have to remember how to do that. If I go to,
If quick access, and if you click on the weapon that you used, you can.
I did click on damage rolls. There we go. Roll.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you can also roll another d6 that will add to that because you got a raise.
Boink. All right.
Does that go through and just beam the zombie behind it?
Nope. So that's going to be 10 damage. That is going to shake him. I think you probably like hit it in the neck, and it's just like you see the impact happen, and it's just like it slows it down for a second, but it's still like
Wowza.
got its eyes on you. Are you gonna move?
So, yeah. She's gonna fall back, probably to like here. Just give a little distance. So she shoots, is all excited, but he keeps lumbering towards her, and she kind of does a little shriek and falls back.
Makes sense. All right, Kenny, what's going on?
I think he's gonna run up to whatever zombie's closest. Is it this direction over here?
Yep.
Yep, that's the one. Do I have to target him or?
You can. It makes life a little bit easier. If I think it's like alt click.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. And he like picks up his guitar and he like heaves it over his shoulder. And he's like, "Can't kill my friends."
That is not a hit. Or wait, is it a hit?
Okay.
No, that is a hit. Never mind. That's a hit.
Oh yeah, okay.
So for Because I don't think you have this as like an actual weapon, right?
Can I just use my club?
Yeah, let's do the club. That makes sense. Strength plus D4.
Cool.
5. Yeah, you bring this thing, you bring the guitar across its face, and like you definitely feel it impact. You feel the crunch, but it doesn't really slow it down.
Jesus Christ. I mean, like, just jumps back a little bit.
You're gonna move, or like he just moves back a little bit.
I don't think I can, right? Because that's like a penalty. Or am I allowed to move?
I think you're allowed to move in this case.
Okay. Yeah. So I just like jump back a little bit, and I move back a little bit to where I started.
Okay. Isaac.
How many power points did I gain back with the rest and everything?
I would say 5, although right now it says you have full power points.
Yeah, I just pushed it all the way up.
You silly
I don't
bitch.
know.
You silly bitch. Also, I found out today you can spend bennies to get 5 power points back, which seems like cheating, but
Yeah, it
them,
kind of does.
them's the rules.
All right. Like these. Can we like it's dark down there? Can he see anything past the zombie that's right there? Or no, or is that
That's right, where?
not?
Oh,
Okay.
no, I don't think so. Like if you can't see past it on the screen, probably not.
I mean, I couldn't see anything when I was first down there, so. The guy's just like, what the hell? And he's just gonna start throwing cards at it with bolt.
All right. Roll spellcasting. Oh, holy shit. Very cool. That is a success with 2 raises.
Hell yeah. Damage. So it's got 2 raises, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damage of the bolt is 3d6 with a raise.
Nice. Do it up.
Shit. Where? Oh, I do like the damage. Where is it? There we go. Need roll raise.
Boom. Nice. Yeah.
It was 2 raises. Do I get another one too, or no?
You don't need to because he goes
Okay.
right down. I think you throw a card and it just goes like right through his eye and he crumples.
Oh yeah.
Now there's 2 bodies here. All right, sweet. So he's gonna go down. He did. He did, boy. This guy lurches forward. This guy is also going to lurch forward. More lurching. So much lurching happening. This guy is going to take a swipe at Kenny.
Where's the guy that we had tied up?
He is right next to. Well, who has the lead on him? It's Isaac, right?
Or Caroline?
Then he kind of got thrown down the shaft, so I don't know.
I'll just put him right there. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so this guy is going to take a swipe at Kenny with his
Swiping, no
claws.
swiping.
Fighting. Oh dear. Kenny, what's your parry? Your parry is a 5, so that's a definite hit. It's not a raise, but
Oof.
you know, it's not great. Not great for our boy.
Oof.
Ooh, that's not great either. Oh wait, no, that's a hit. Okay, so now I roll damage. That's a 3. I bet that doesn't beat your toughness.
What is my toughness? Oh yeah, my toughness is 4.
Yeah, so this guy, he claws at you, but like he's not able to get through your clothes. You must have like on some sort of like rugged outdoorsman Gore-Tex type shit, and he can't get through it.
Yeah, but definitely Gore-Tex, not leather.
Not leather. It would be unkind. This other guy's gonna take a swipe at you, which it didn't give me the option to do a hit, but we'll do this. And that's another 3. That's not a hit. I think this guy's gonna stumble forward, and he is gonna take a swipe at Stubbs. If I can figure out how to use a computer.
Ooh.
What is your what's your parry? Looks like that's
6.
not a hit. Yeah, and so I think we are back at the top of the round. Bloop 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 bloop. Boom.
One more time.
That guy's not going to be able to move, so we go to this guy. This guy's going to take a swipe at Stubbs again because it only makes sense, which is not a hit. This guy's going to take another. Whoops, he's going to take a swipe at Isaac. His Clars. How is that a hit?
What do you got?
A 2? That can't possibly. Oh my
For
God!
parry?
It is a hit. How is your parry a 2?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't feel like it's been like that before.
Oh, you don't have fighting. Does that make sense? Like, you don't have the fighting skill?
I guess, yeah.
How
Okay,
is my fighting better than yours? Gee dang.
no fighting. Okay, well that's a
I'm
hit.
focus on the cards.
But I bet he doesn't beat your toughness, so that's not actually going to do any damage to you. So now it is Isaac's turn.
Now you're just gonna turn right around and throw a card right back at him.
Go for it.
Spell casting.
Let's see. That is not a hit.
Well, shit. Yeah. Do I still lose a PowerPoint on that though, right?
Correct. Or wait, no. That was a spell casting roll. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I messed up. Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then I can roll for damage.
Nice. I believe that's a hit. It is a hit. Yeah, so you whip another card at him, goes right like through his mouth and out the back of his head.
Yeah.
He's still
Boink.
coming at you, but he's in much worse shape.
Gonna start backing up.
All right,
Gonna leave me all alone to face this.
Adeline.
My daddy never did love a coward. She's going to
Still throwing cards. He ain't a coward.
she's gonna swing her hammer right into his noggin.
Into this guy.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
What should I roll for that? Strength, athletics.
To
Should I-
hit him, roll fighting.
So I do have a.
That's a miss.
Wow, crap it. Well, I'm gonna Benny that.
That's a miss also.
Gee dang. All right, hammer's not the way to go. She's gonna run over to the side.
All right, Stubbs.
All right. Stubbs has an idea. He picks up the bony lad that is next to him, and he's going to use him. Like, have you ever watched the hammer toss in the Olympics?
Like they spin around.
Yeah. So he's going to take and smack him into the near zombie here, and then spin and throw him at the zombie over here.
Okay. I think it's going to be kind of hard because you're in an enclosed-ish space, so I think it's going to be at a -1. But yeah, roll. I guess athletics.
Um, two.
Good enough for me. Yeah. Um, so you're gonna pick him up and you're gonna throw him into this zombie here. You're gonna try to hit this zombie with him and then also throw him.
Yes, that one. It's going to be a spin, hit, and then rotate around and release and throw him into the other guy.
Okay, that sounds like multi-action to me.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, so then if that's the case, then a 4 is not gonna hit. Do you want to Benny it?
I will absolutely Benny it.
Nice. Wah, wah.
Again.
Another one. Oh my God.
I can't
Oh.
roll above a 4.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right, there's the first one. That's a success.
And then what's the second check? Athletics again?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're almost trying to do the same thing. So I think the
5
first
won't do it.
I think the first one works, but the second one, oh, okay, he's going for it.
That is the
Go on.
last one. I want this to work so badly.
Oh. So the first one works. I think you smash into the zombie. I think like this one is particularly desiccated. So smashing into him like knocks him prone. He's on the floor and he's down for a second. He's still moving around, but like you just hit him with a human body. So he got knocked over pretty good. You launch this guy almost into Kenny, but he just like you weren't quite able to make it all the way there.
Oh,
Probably because you've been on the road for a bunch of time, then you ran a whole bunch. Like you're still probably really tired. Do you want to move at all?
yeah, and then I want to get over here and yell at Kenny to follow us. Kenny, get over here. Let's get out of here.
Holy shit. Am I next up?
All right, Kenny.
Yeah. Okay, Kenny, he's gonna start running towards the group, but he's gonna swing at the zombie he's still kind of locked onto here, while he's running.
Okay, give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna Benny that.
Do it up.
Just so everyone knows, I burned every single one of my bennies on that.
Trying to
Every
hammer
single
throw a
one.
human person.
Yes, I wanted
It
that
was
to happen
worth
so
it.
badly.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Why couldn't I have rolls like that? That's a good roll.
That is a hit and it is a raise.
Sweet.
And you're hitting this with your guitar? All right. Roll damage.
While running.
While running. Roll damage. And it's with an extra d6.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, that is a hit. Um, does he go
That's
down?
without the extra D6, isn't that? Or did you add the D6 with that?
I just did it with a raise.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Cool. Yeah, he goes down. Tell me what happens.
So he's running, and this zombie's like coming after Isaac, so he's also running towards the rest of them. So when he swings it around, he like hits the zombie with like in between the jaw with the like next to his tooth, and one of the strings like pops off, and like his head just collapses inward, and he just falls back onto the ground. And Kenny just like while he's running looks at his guitar and the string that's gone, and he's like.
Nice. So he's down. Um, we got one more undead here. He's gonna, well, let's see. Did Kenny moved, right? Where'd he move to?
Oh yeah, I'm chasing after everybody, so I'm going this way.
Go ahead and roll athletics to see if you trip over this guy that's on the ground.
I have a skill trait that lets me move over any obstacle without suffering a penalty.
Oh, rad. Well, that's sweet then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must see him and you just like leap right over him. Free runner, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right, cool. So this guy's gonna go ahead and let's see, that's gonna be one, that's three. He's chasing right after you, Kenny, and he's gonna take a swipe at your back as you're running away. I bet it doesn't do anything at all. That is a miss. Absolute miss. Okay, top of the round, Adeline Caroline.
All right. She's going to holler. Yeah, I think she's gonna try to target the zombie that's like totally straight north of her with her gun, and she's just gonna scream out at Kenny and Isaac to basically just duck while she takes a shot over their heads.
Okay, go for it. Oh, very nice. That's a hit.
Nice. All right, look out, get down. I got this one, trust me.
Oh, hell yeah.
He absolutely has this one.
Yep. That's a hit with a raise. It goes like right between the eyes and explodes out the back of its head. It goes down immediately. There's like gore and all kinds of shit that goes over the poor guy on the ground. Um, where's this guy? Yeah, he's down and dead, fully dead all the way. You gonna move it all?
No, I think she'll stay there.
Okay.
Just clogging up the getaway.
This guy is gonna stumble forward, and he's also gonna take a swipe at Kenny because Kenny is in a bad spot, man. But luckily, these are zombies, and they're not good at what they do at all. And probably this guy isn't either. He's gonna spend half of his movement getting up, but he's also right next to Kenny. So he's gonna take a swipe at
Holy
Kenny.
shit!
Adam, do zombies in this game have the same thing like 5e where they when they go to 0 hit points they have to roll, and if it's successful they come back?
I mean, I couldn't tell you that, right? I wouldn't be able to just tell you that outright.
I'm true.
Yeah, this guy takes a swipe, also not able to quite get purchase. So we're back to Kenny. Poor Kenny.
I think, well, yeah, this one in the middle of them's down, so Kenny's just gonna try and spin around and swipe both of them with the guitar.
He's gonna try to get both of them.
Yeah,
I think that's probably a multi action.
okay. Whatever it takes. So fighting first.
Yep. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, all right. Yep. Bet. Yep.
Yoink.
So you
Hot
definitely
dice.
you hit the hell out of the first one.
Let's see if it follows through.
Nope. Wah,
Benny.
wah, wah.
Even
Wow.
worse.
Not great.
It's not a good time.
Gonna keep
This
going.
this double zombie thing is not happening right now.
Still no. Not at a -2.
Oh damn. Alright, last one. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Oh, five across the board. Yeah, I think you're like you hit the first one so hard that your guitar kind of catches on the flesh because you just like you absolutely destroy him.
Oh jeez.
I don't even think you need to roll damage for that because he's already shaken.
Okay.
I think his head just like disappears as you bring the guitar across, and you're probably just like a little bit shocked by how easily his body came apart. You're just like, oh, holy shit, and you miss the second guy. So he's down. Where's this guy? He's down. Stubbs.
There's just the one zombie left at this point that I can see, right?
Yep.
Well, can I move here without penalty?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can move through friendly squares without penalty.
Oh well. In that case, just going to just come straight down with the pickaxe, straight down on his head.
All right, roll fighting. I believe that's a hit. Let me just double check. It's a hit. That does not beat his toughness.
All right.
So I think you hit him, but you don't hit him exactly where you were hoping to. Like you were probably going for the head or something like that. You come down like on his shoulder or something. So his arm is like damaged to the point of being useless at this point, but he can still lunge at you. You want to move? Or I guess you did move.
I moved there. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Isaac.
She's gonna keep throwing cards. Fucking guy again.
There it is. Success. Roll damage.
Let's see. Okay, take it down. Oh, where are you? There we go.
7. That is a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's sort of a similar thing where like you hit him like Stubbs did. Um, it was definitely like it's a more effective hit. I think you like he goes up against the wall or something, um, but he's still thrashing around. You can tell that he's still got some fight in him. And so he is going to try to shake this off. Successfully. Um, you see him like sort of shake his head like groggily, even as an undead. He's like trying to get his legs back under him, and his icy gaze like refocuses on you, Stubbs. Isaac,
He's just gonna keep going.
do it up. Oh my God,
Oh my goodness.
that is a hit.
Chill, my dude. Chill.
Go ahead and roll with a raise.
Let's wait. I gotta. That's right. If I do that, there's roll raise. Oh, hi.
Oh
My
Oh
goodness,
my
dude. Chill.
goodness.
my.
Bro.
Fucking die.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Just missed.
he's dead. Tell me how it happens.
Um. I think just like for fun's sake, it's not like as an extra roll. I think he just kind of uses like 2 cards at the same time, just fucking throws them right there and hits them both square between the eyes.
That's awesome.
One in each eye.
Blows,
Nice.
yeah, just kind of blows the head completely up.
Nice. Yeah. So once again, there's silence. You can hear the dripping of water in the distance, and as you are sort of recovering from the sudden physical strain, um, like now your eyes have a are like adjusting to the darkness, and you can see off in this sort of direction. You see this faint green glow.
Hey guys, I'm kind of backed up into this corner here. There's really nowhere else to go this way. I see kind of a what's that greenish glow up there to the left. Should we go check it out?
There ain't
I
nothing
think
else
so.
back there. Might as well.
This entire
Everybody.
city needs to burn. We need to blow. This mine needs to be blown up, and just this city needs to burn.
I mean,
There's no
I
saving
thought
it.
that was kind of exciting, to be totally frank.
There
I mean, if you
there's
see my cool shot, I got a cool shot.
there's no saving this city. There's not. We might. We This has got to be buried. We got to blow this up.
So you start to see that uh there's blood stains on the floor that are kind of moving. Like it looks like something's been dragged in this direction.
Speaking of which, is that other dude dead, or is he just kind of? Did we just leave him?
Yeah, I think he's just like still moaning on the floor next to a bunch of uh corpses.
Yeah, same.
I'm surprised none got to him. I feel like they would have just dived at him.
That's true. Although he's like you guys are moving around, so you would have drawn attention a little bit more. Like
I see.
he's been punched in the stomach and tied up and then dragged at high speed in the dark.
Then everyone jumped on him.
Then yeah, then everybody pushed him down a slide and then jumped on top of him. Like, and he hasn't slept in days.
Maybe that'll help you sleep.
So yeah, you see this like pulsing greenish glow coming through this very narrow corridor right here. There's some rocks. It looks like there was like uh, maybe like a small beginning of a cave in here or something, and then just like a narrow corridor leading off towards this greenish glow that's reflecting off of the cave walls.
Does it look safe to travel through? You say it looks like a little bit of a cave in.
It's
What I
like
know about caves and everything, does it look passable?
it looks passable, yeah.
Guys, what happened in town?
What what do you what's the last thing you remember?
I think I remember moaning. I think we were. I think I remember throwing something into the lake. It was my club. And then we ran into that lady and that girl and her dad, and there was moaning outside. What was that moaning?
Uh, there was some weird cow exploded, blood everywhere. And then like these things, there's just big old bugs running out of its head all willy-nilly. It was just weird. It's weird. You know, we took care of it though.
Did you see anybody like small, like a little guy? He kind of probably. Was there anybody else with us? Was there like a small little guy, anything like that?
I mean, you've been talking really weirdly with your backpack since like day one. But
Yeah.
haven't since you got to the cave, haven't seen it. Haven't done that.
Huh. I think I'm not. I guess I must have lost my friend somewhere.
Hey, tell you what, after we blow this town up, burn it to the ground, rid it of all whatever this witchcraft is, I'll help you find your friend.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
And you can also help me find my watch. That you could also find the watch.
We do
Oh,
a lost
Dash.
and found playthrough.
Oh man. Um, Stubbs will try to like climb through carefully the opening.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to make it through without a whole lot of difficulty. It's narrow, so it's a little
Mhm.
uncomfortable, but it's definitely passable.
Whoa. Oh, there we go.
It is 11:50. Are we getting to a good spot? I'm
Oh, yeah.
fading fast.
Dang.
Um, yeah, I think that we can probably wrap up.
Ooh, that's a cliffhanger ending.
I think we could end pretty soon here. I think
Oh dear.
you walk into a cavernous opening. Um, like you've just passed through this very, very small opening, and it opens up into a pretty big room. I mean, it's not super wide, but you can't see all the way up to the top. And in the middle of this room is this giant leafless tree that you also can't quite see the top of from where you are. Um, there are blood streaks leading to it, and it gives off of this faint green glow. At the base of it, there is it kind of looks like a swampy area with this really dark liquid pooled all around it. And as you look up into the branches, you see what look like human forms being held by the branches. Like it looks like the branches are gripping them. Um, and as you guys each walk, like each make your way into this cavern, the the tree starts to, you could swear it starts to move, or it starts to sway almost as if in the breeze. And um, as this is happening, and you're looking up to like the top branches to see like what the hell is going on. This thing is huge, and how could it possibly be here? Stubbs, you feel something starting to snake up your leg, and I think maybe that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
So,
this magical tree in a cave is making me that aroused that I feel a rumbling in my pants.
That wasn't intentional, but I'll take it.
Hey, caves are his thing, man. Mines are his thing. He's gonna.
Mine is gonna mine.
He found his thing. Dead people in a tree in the middle of a cave.
Sweet.
Wow, that is. Whew, that was a good one.
mm,
So I know I said this was gonna be our last one. I think we've I think we probably have one more to go, and then I think we're really there. Um,
so-
and then it sounds like we're gonna be playing like some kind of crazy Dark Souls anime something or other, which I'm pumped about.
yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, if you guys can, if you think of your character, it's you're gonna like be like pretty much like the champion of whatever world you came from, and then think about like some legendary weapon, and it can be like totally outlandish. Like you're kind of supposed to be like demigods that are just like
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Josiah's face right now.
Power.
Unlimited power, you say? I think I'm available that night.
Oh man.
Are we
What are we
jumping
what are we
tomorrow?
going to be playing that one in? Is that going to be in
I'm not sure because I know that when we were running Fantasy Grounds, my computer was
Fantasy Grounds? That's what I'm looking
was shit. So I think we'll figure it out. But I'm starting to like experiment with like using different like a different system, coming up with like a system that kind of works better for like having people that are way overpowered, but still being capable of like even like little guys can go and kill them. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Like, there's always a chance of like getting hit in like a weak spot or something and going down.
Right,
We all have
but
that
also
spot on our armor that glows
And
green.
you have to hit it 3 times.
Yes.
But I think I have an idea for like AOE damage and also having bosses do damage to everybody at the same time too. So I think it would be sick.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how you thought this was going to be our last episode. And then we sat in a room for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, to the point that you gave us a wind and an earthquake to get us to go down the tunnel, and we ran the wrong direction.
I mean, you do what you can. You do what you can as a game master, but sometimes it just comes
Yeah.
down to nope, you still got there.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
Just move. I need you to take 5 steps. Please, just 5 steps. Oh no. Okay. Okay, not 5 steps.
I ran a game for Hannah and her brother one time where like it was supposed to be a one shot, and like the way that I was trying to get them to the boss fight was like literally a portal that opens up in front of them that's just like, here's the boss fight. And they were like,
for.
nah,
Nah.
let's go home.
Oh,
We still got there, but it was a long way around. They had to wait
It's weird.
for the boss to have a birthday party, and then they went and got the boss like a gift because you can't show up to a birthday party without a gift and a card. It was extravagant.
Oh man, the one shot turned into a multi-month campaign.
That would never happen.
Unrealistic.
Yeah, Grant, how long you think yours is gonna run? Like 4 or 5 weeks?
Probably. Yeah. I want the combat to be super streamlined so that it can just be focused on like the story, and then it'll be like super quick.
Cool.
You all enter a room that is 4x5. You cannot leave. Here are some people to fight.
Good luck.
I'll be back in 2
Become the
hours.
champions. Oh man.
Sweet.
Hmm.
Well, good game, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad to
Thanks
see
for
this
running that.
one go. If this is what always happens, I end up just really enjoying my character, and then you rip him out of my hands. So
Cool.
I think this, I mean, depending on what you guys do, I think it's the sort of thing we could come back to later. Like we can wrap up this
Yeah,
portion of it, but like we could definitely come back to it later.
I just feel like Adeline has like so much backstory with like her freaking parents and stuff. There's just so much that she needs to explore.
Yeah, we went for it with the backstories in this one. I'm pumped.
So cool.
Sick.
Cool, dudes. Well, I will
Alright.
talk to you at a later time.
Keep it
Have a good
real.
one.
See ya.